How's everybody doing? This is Marcus with Gooden Ranch. So I'm out here today on this weekend removing all this trash that I got back here. Old wood and different things of that nature. Trying to get it cleaned up because I'm going to be having some work done next week. So, trying to get it cleaned up. You know, when you acquire a new property, you get all original people's crap. So I'm trying to get all this stuff cleared out. So apparently, here they had a satellite dish that's been here forever because it's weather rotted and old as ever. So yeah, it's weather rotted. So kind of old. It's all kind of old stuff in here. You know, when people collect stuff, they just throw it places. You just find all kind of old crap. Old utility poles, just junk. Old wood. Old stuff. So what I'm going to end up doing is having a company come and if they want the metal or somebody personal, they can have the old metal and things of that nature. Old wood, I'm probably going to cut it in pieces and burn it. I'm just tired of looking at it. You know, old boards. You know, it kind of get on your nerves after a while, just looking at other people's stuff that they had previously had here. So I'm just removing it. You never know what you're going to find out here. So there's this kind of old like tarps and just old kind of everything. the people that lived on the property previously was junkers. So, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna walk out to this back area. So this is another area of the grew up a lot since last year. So like these old tree limbs that you see here, all that's got to be pulled out of there, and like you'll see just trash, and it irritates me because I like stuff to be clean. Excuse me. I like stuff to be real clean. So like this area is a walking trail back behind the property. As you can see, there are some like red cedars and oak trees, but there's some trees that's down. So these trees are going to be pulled out of here and cut up and burned. If you heard me in some of my previous videos, that I had a lot of work to do. So it's 20 acres on the Gooden Ranch property. So there's a bunch of trees that need to be trimmed up, cut up, like this one that's leaning. They need to be cut up. So in my previous videos, you heard me talking about this back area that's like 100 feet from the house. So like, see right here, stuff that need to be burnt. So back here, I haven't been back here since last year. So it needs some cutting. So in my previous videos, you heard me talking about this back area. So this back area that's right here is my biggest project yet. So with this project, I have to clean out all of this. So it's old wood, old PVC pipe, old metal, which I'm having somebody come next week, Friday, and they're gonna pretty much try to get as much metal as they can out of this area right here. But say last year I tried to start this myself by cleaning out the metal. So yeah, like so cleaning out the metal, trying to get it all out of there as best as I can as being one person. So this is all I got to last year. So I'm gonna start working on it again to get all of this out of here, because for me it's an eyesore. You can't see it from the street, but for me it's an eyesore, and it irritates me that it's here. So my plans with this is to get all of this out of here, get it moved, and I want to put a pond here. So this is a big area. So this is sorry about that, I had a phone call come through. So in some of my previous videos, you heard me talk about there's a creek here. So it's a creek that runs through this property like 6 different ways. So Yeah, 6 different ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all this out. I'm going to, after I clean it all out, make sure there's no critters or nothing in here, because I'm pretty sure with all this trash, there's critters in there. And I'm going to turn this into a pond, because eventually I plan on having cows out here. Eventually, and I don't want all this stuff out here. Yeah, not at all. People say, oh, Marcus, you can just bury it. Don't want to bury it, because to me, because I got a well that can get into your water source. I don't want that in my water source. And also, since I will have cows, I don't want them digging that up, and yeah, no, then that makes them sick. So I don't want to do that. But I'm gonna take y'all down just a little bit, not going too deep in here, just to show y'all what's going on. So as you can see, there is a lot of trash out here. So like I bought the property last year in 2004. So I started trying to get some of this stuff cleaned out. But it's a chore, like I said, it's a chore. And so to get a dump truck out here to bring out loads, it's gonna be like $300 to $400 a load. And that's a lot. So I said, let me start trying to do this myself. So as you can see, some of the tires that I brought out of there, so it was like maybe 30 tires down in there. So I brought those tires out. And then there's some other tires. I don't know if you can see it over there. I brought those out from down there. So there's probably some more out there. I know it is. So, and then I got, like I said, metal and tin and things of that nature. Just a funny story. I walked through here probably about maybe 4 months ago. Didn't have no boots on. And I came across some armadillos, which of course I figured there was going to be some out here. They ran me out here so quick. But yeah, like I said, so now I'm past the trash and I'm back here through the other part of the property. So there's trash that I still need to get up out here. And I'm definitely going to need a golf cart because it's 20 acres. I haven't walked the property like that. So like I said, there's red cedar trees through the property, which I'm going to get those removed too. So it has really grown back here in the back, because last year I could walk through this property and it was pretty clear. So, like all of this done grew up right here since last year. These wasn't here last year. What I noticed about those particular trees that's right there, deer love to eat that. So as you can see, this is the Gooden Ranch property that you don't hardly see on when I'm doing my lives. So this is the back of the property. So that clear area back to the left, that's my neighbor's property. This here is mine, where you see all the trees, and so there's also a blackberry bush through here. And of course, with this tall grass, I have boots on. So as you see, I got red cedar trees all throughout the property. Big ones. So there's my blackberry bush right through there. I don't know if you can see any on there. Probably not. So it's a beautiful property. It really is. So this is the area right here. So, I mean, it goes on and on for quite a while. So I just wanted to show y'all some of the property. Y'all have a great day.